The NASA moon landings date back over 50 years. Today, one might think that NASA has lost interest in revisiting this fascinating celestial body, but in reality, the situation is quite different. Here's why NASA hasn't sent astronauts to the moon after the Apollo missions and how the future of lunar life and work is shaping up. During the 1960s, in the United States, the ambitious project to send humans to the moon was developed. The public first became aware of this goal when President John F. Kennedy, on May 25, 1961, announced to Congress the intention to reach the moon by the end of the decade. The goal was to land a man on the moon and bring him back safely to Earth. This statement came just a few weeks after the Soviet Union had sent Yuri Gagarin into space, the first human to do so, who had orbited the Earth before landing safely. Achieving a first man on the moon became a prestigious goal for the United States, eager to redeem themselves in the space race. The Apollo program began in a context of competition and technical challenges. On January 27, 1967, during a ground exercise at the Kennedy Space Center, a fire in the Apollo 1 spacecraft caused the death of astronauts Gus Grissom, Edward White, and Roger Chaffee. Despite the tragic event, the lunar program continued, and 18 months later, Apollo 7 successfully orbited the Earth with a human crew on board. The Apollo program saw several significant moments, such as Apollo 8, the first mission to orbit around the moon, and Apollo 11, which on July 16, 1969, took Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins toward the moon. Armstrong and Aldrin were the first to walk on the lunar surface, while Collins remained in orbit. After Apollo 11, other missions successfully landed on the moon, with Apollo 17 in December 1972 seeing the last astronauts, Eugene Cernan and Harrison Schmitt, walk on the lunar surface. The cessation of lunar missions was officially justified by financial and scientific reasons, with attention shifting towards the exploration of other parts of the solar system. However, the waning public interest and rising costs contributed to the end of the Apollo program. In the years that followed, NASA's budget was cut, but from the 2000s, with the advent of new technologies and discoveries, the budget increased again, exceeding $20 billion a year. The return of interest in lunar exploration is highlighted by the Artemis program, which aims to bring humans back to the moon, with plans for a sustainable human presence by 2024. Recent research has shown that the moon could offer valuable resources and scientific knowledge. The presence of water and the exploration of unique geological structures open new possibilities for science and human life in space. The Artemis missions will bring astronauts, geologists, and botanists to the moon, with the goal of establishing a permanent human presence, including greenhouses for food production. Lunar exploration represents a significant step forward for science and humanity, offering the opportunity to expand our understanding of the universe and develop technologies for life in space. Moreover, it is not just a matter of national pride or scientific conquest. It represents a stepping stone for broader ambitions in space. The moon can serve as a base for more distant human missions, such as those to Mars and beyond. The ability to live and work on the moon would provide valuable experiences in terms of long-term space survival, resource management in alien environments, and the exploitation of extraterrestrial raw materials. Furthermore, international cooperation plays a crucial role in the future of lunar exploration. The Artemis program, for example, is not purely an American endeavor. NASA has sought to involve international partners to contribute technologies, resources, and knowledge. This collaborative approach could mark the beginning of a new era of space exploration, where nations join forces to face the challenges of living and working in space. A permanent human presence on the moon also offers the possibility of improving our space observation technologies. Lunar telescopes, shielded from the Earth's atmosphere and light interference, could provide images of the universe with unprecedented clarity. These instruments could play a key role in the search for habitable exoplanets and in understanding the structure and evolution of the universe. From an environmental and sustainability perspective, lunar exploration raises important questions. The approach to exploration and exploitation of lunar resources must be carefully managed to avoid the mistakes made on Earth. The policies and technologies developed for lunar exploration could offer valuable lessons for sustainable resource management and the protection of fragile environments. Finally, lunar exploration continues to inspire generations of scientists, engineers, and dreamers. Programs like Artemis not only expand our scientific and technological horizons but also nourish our imagination and desire to explore the unknown. The prospect of living and working on the moon renews the sense of wonder and possibility that has always driven human exploration. In conclusion, the return to the moon and plans for a sustainable human presence are not just a return to past glories but a step towards a future in which humanity extends beyond the confines of our home planet. The challenges are many, but the potential rewards, both in terms of knowledge and a new frontier for humanity, are immense. Lunar exploration paves the way for new discoveries, new technologies, and perhaps a new chapter in the story of human exploration. As always, we ask for a like and for you to subscribe to the channel.